Hey y'all, my name is Chase and welcome back to another video. So I just picked up some Papados. Papados were my favorite restaurants, and I got the shrimp etouffee with dirty rice. Let me open it up. The shrimp etouffee with dirty rice, and they gave me some complimentary bread with a little bit of butter. I'm just gonna eat a bite before I head back home. Ooh, this is one of my favorite meals, y'all. Papados is so good. So good. So I got my dirty rice. Let me show y'all my dirty rice with my shrimp, and then that gravy. Oh my goodness. Ain't nothing like it. I honestly need to learn how to make this at home. I'm really picky when it comes to food or certain items that I like. So it's like I need it to taste exactly like this. It's so good. And it's hot too, so you know it's fresh. Okay, I was hungry, honestly. I'm hungry now, but I was kind of not sort of saving my appetite for this. So let me go ahead and head home so I can take my time and eat. Oh, wait. Papados hit the spot every time. But I'm gonna take my time, get home real quick, and then I'm gonna catch up with y'all once I make it back in the house. Make sure the plate is secured. Let me get a little bread real quick. Now I can eat the bread while driving, but let me cover it up too. I love some bread and butter as well. All right.
Touching this body of mine. You wanna be a good friend of me. Why don't you pour up that Hennessy? Light up a few blunts and we can get high. Don't need to rush, but take your time. I know it's been too long. I've been on the road too much. Gotta get back to you. Back to you. Can't even play it cool. Thinking about them nights I would've really been with you.
They say this is a big rich town.
Hey y'all, so it's the next day. Last night I took some blood pressure medicine for the very first time because I was advised to, and it made me feel extremely sick. I had a migraine all day long, so I really couldn't sit up and light. I had to like lay down in the room all day with the lights off, not too many screens in my face, no TV or anything like that. And I really just felt sick and dizzy. Now, I was just trying to start my blood pressure medicine now, just in case my blood pressure ran a little high once I started to give birth, and I didn't want that to be a problem, but I'm not taking that no more. And then I know grapefruit juice is another alternative to lower your blood pressure. Of course, it's a lot of things that comes along with that, making sure you're eating right, you know, not doing too much, not just drinking the grapefruit juice and thinking you're gonna lower your blood pressure, but, you know, making sure you're eating right and drinking grapefruit juice will help your blood pressure. So I'm not taking that medicine no more because it made me feel like trash. It really robbed me of my day, because right now it's like 5 o'clock right now. Right, it's 5:42 and I'm just not getting up for the day because I had to lay down all day. I did not feel good at all. So we made us some Polish sausages, and I'm just eating my Polish sausages right now and then watching some food review, just trying to relax and, you know, make the best of what I have left of my day. And here's my Polish sausage. Well, I have some mustard, grilled onions, got the Polish sausages there. I like to cut mine in half and then slit it down the side. And that's some Chick-fil-A sauce right there. I've been having like different cravings as far as what I want on my Polish sausage, and then I might add some relish as well. Chick-fil-A sauce can really elevate your meal. And onions are so necessary on a Polish burger. On a Polish burger. Goodness. So big bag. On the Polish. So I just got done eating, and right now I'm just cleaning up a little bit. I'm just a bit anxious for baby's arrival. I'm supposed to be induced on Thursday. Well, I'm scheduled to be induced on Thursday at 8 o'clock in the morning. Today is Tuesday, and even though it's scheduled, it's still like not less terrifying for me. I'm still feeling a bit on edge. Now I understand that I'm being induced for medical reasons and it's necessary, but I'm still struggling with a little bit of anxiety, kind of anxious, kind of nervous. Just want everything to go good. This will be my very first induction. When I had Lyric, she was actually preemie, so she came early. With Liberty, she was full term, 40 weeks and 1 day actually. And then with baby boy, he's coming 2 weeks early since I'm being induced. So I'm just a bit scared. I'll say, you know, just battling those internal emotions because I don't know how it's gonna go. It's like you always see negative, or not negative, but like, you know, people struggling with their inductions and not having like really good stories with their inductions. And I just want my induction to go good. So I'm just cleaning up to clear my mind, praying about it, just trying to get my nervous system, you know, under control, because I don't want to make myself I can stress myself out, I can get my body stressed out, and I don't want to stress my baby out. So I don't want to get myself to that point where I'm stressing out for nothing, you know. I've been through this twice, been through giving birth twice already, so I know that things are going to go good. It's like I know things, but I'll still have those doubts or those worries that are trying to overcome me having faith that everything's going to go good. So I'm just clearing up some more stuff around the house since I wasn't able to do much today. And just trying to, you know, clear my mind, be at peace a little bit for the time being, because it's really nothing to worry about when you give it to God. And I really need to stand and act on that, if that's what I believe. Since it is colder and I was wearing a scarf yesterday, as y'all seen, I did wash all of my other scarves. I just have a black one and then like a brown and black one that's kind of checkered. I always got my scarves from Akira downtown in the water tower, but I haven't been downtown in a while, and I don't even know if Akira is still in the water tower because all the stores in the water tower are kind of closing down. So I'm washing the last two of the scarves that I had from them. They really helped me out a lot when I was shopping with them. I had like a large variety, but I got rid of a lot of stuff. So I started some laundry. I'm going to fold up some towels. I already have like our diaper bags and stuff, like the stuff that's gonna go inside picked out. I just need to figure out if I'm gonna use a suitcase or a duffel bag Suitcases do make more sense, you know, just drag it and roll it, or should I just be convenient and get like one of those duffel bags? I'm just deciding on that as well. And then I'm gonna take a shower and just relax for the rest of the evening. So we just decided to use the suitcase. Our stuff will be on this side. Just have to pack the hubby stuff. Got toiletries, light, period bottle. Then I have all of my other items here in this purse. So the stuff that we get from the hospital will end up going on this side, just to make it easier. We won't have to cram anything in a duffel bag. It'll all just be in a suitcase. Breakfast in bed. I got some eggs and some sausages. Hey y'all, so it is the next day and I wasn't feeling well this morning. I guess they say that once you start feeling a little sick, you know, it's about that time to give birth. But I just came from Target. I just got us some Sprite because we're gonna eat some tacos. That's what I'm craving. I also got some Haagen-Dazs ice cream and then some bagged okra, some frozen okra, because I'm gonna drink some okra water today because I'm getting induced tomorrow. Hopefully he just slides out and it's supposed to make the process easier. I don't want any tears or anything, so I'm doing whatever I can to make that process a bit smoother for myself. This morning I had some beef sausages with some eggs, and that was actually a really good meal. I haven't had Polish sausages in a minute, but once I do have them, they're really good for breakfast, and I forgot how good they were for breakfast, so I have to like re-up on those, because that's going to be something I eat every day, most likely. Like some sausage, some Polish sausages with some eggs, top tier. But right now I'm just gonna go to Taco Bell really quick. I want some flavor ice. I just want me a slushie. That's all I'm gonna get since we're already making tacos tonight. And that's about it. I've been giving myself positive affirmations because I know that I can really stress myself out thinking negatively or worrying, or with any worry that I bring upon myself, it also induces a little bit of stress. So I've been taking my time to give myself positive affirmations about my journey and about my birthing experience. I know that things will be okay. I also have a feeling that his birth is going to be extremely quick because that's how my other two births were. You know, you never know, but I'm giving myself those positive affirmations, letting myself know that everything's going to be okay. The birth is going to go as planned, and I don't have anything to worry about. So I just have to keep implementing those positive affirmations within myself. And then once we make it to the hospital tomorrow morning, I pray everything goes smoothly, which it should. And let me replace "it should" with "it will," because it will go great tomorrow. Everything will go smoothly, and I have nothing to worry about. Hi, can I have one regular Mountain Dew Baja Blast? So I'm just excited to get my body back and then start my journey as a mother of three, getting into a routine, seeing what works for us, what doesn't work for us. I'm just excited for the whole journey. Thank you. Alright, this should be good enough, and I'm gonna let this sit for a good couple of hours. They say 24 hours, but I'm gonna just see how it turns out in a couple of hours. I'm gonna continue to check on it, and I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for now. Hey y'all, so it is induction day. Oh, goodness gracious, Lord. Hey, y'all. So it is induction day, and we are getting dressed so we can head out in just a few. Right now, it's 11:30, and we were originally scheduled for 8 o'clock to go in, but they called us earlier on, said that they were backed up and told us to come at 1 o'clock. I just called them again to make sure that, there were no issues. They were good to go, and we had a room available. So we're set for 1. Right now, again, it's 11:30, so we're getting dressed. And I am just giving myself some positive affirmations, trying to calm my nervous system down and practice my breathing techniques because I am anxious. I'm a little nervous, but nonetheless, I am ready to meet our baby boy. it's just a process of having that peace of mind because, it's a lot. It's a lot finna. I'm not gonna even claim that a lot is gonna go on, but a lot is going on because I'm about to give birth. So, a lot comes with that. Nonetheless, though, I don't think we can record per se in the hospital. I'm gonna try and get like little snippets here and there when I can. I pray that everything just goes smoothly. Again, I've been telling myself those positive affirmations and praying to God. I've just been breathing and trying my absolute best to just stay positive. So I'm gonna take you guys along the journey and get a couple of clips here and there of what I can. But overall, I'm ready to meet him, ready to meet our boy, bring him home, and just start this journey. So it's about 4 o'clock, and they just inserted the Cytotech, which is a vaginal insert that helps soften the cervix. I haven't really had much to eat since like 11 o'clock. I've just been eating on crackers and things. But I'm just gonna take my time, focus on my breathing, and just see how it goes from here. My blood pressure has been really good as well. Right now it's 129/76, so it has not been high. It has been really good. I've been focusing on breathing and meditating, and I feel like that is really helping. Got my ice. This is a good ice too. It's almost like Chick-fil-A's. But I think Chick-fil-A's is better because it's smaller. These are like longer pieces. I'm probably being too picky about some ice, but it is what it is. So I'm guessing this is dinner. We got us a sloppy Joe. I'm putting a better light for y'all. All right, so this is dinner. It's a sloppy Joe with some cheesy potatoes and some peas. I haven't had a sloppy Joe in years, honestly. We're supposed to be picking up some food, but I'll see how this tastes for now. It ain't bad. I've had worse. It'll do until we pick us up something different. Okay, so I got a couple of barbecue wings from Pete's. I didn't want much. And then I'm drinking the grape juice that they gave me here at the hospital. And I ain't had one of these since I was a kid. Hey y'all, so it is about 9 o'clock and I have been feeling some contractions. Not too much, but the medicine that they put me on lasts for 12 hours. So depending on how my body does with the medicine, they will have to take it out at 4 in the morning, and then we're gonna have to discuss other methods of induction. So far so good. I am wondering how or if these contractions will end up increasing on this specific medication, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Ice on my knee, collars begin. Hop off a chick, barely get rich. Let's do no more, I get a check. You selling run on my pants and my jeans. She not a dress, clean up a mess. I eat her flesh, you know the rest. Count up 100, couple Rolex. Shine like the sun, you truly blessed. 210, and they clip up like I Uber the jets. This is on me, got my Gucci shirt wet. Him in my bag, gon' get used to the rest. With this school, where they teach you for this.
Hey y'all, so it is many hours later. It's like 5:30 right now. I had him at 11:03 in the morning time, so and he is in his bassinet sleeping. Whew. It's been a journey, so I'm gonna give y'all like a birth story, or like, you know, my birthing process once I get home and get settled in. Right now, I'm just trying to relax and recover. So we're in the recovery room. They just brought us like some dinner, which was a grilled cheese, and I'm okay with just eating that for now and not getting no outside food. I don't want to mess my blood pressure. I'm trying to go home tomorrow, so we're just gonna wait and see how everything's gonna go. Nonetheless, baby boy is here, and his name is Alon. We are very excited for the new addition to the family. And I'm just ready to get home to the girls as well, so that we can just bring all the kids together and just start our routine together. So this is the hospital's little quote-unquote goodie bag. It's just their pads, their panties that they provide, some tissue, and then some really larger pads and panties. And if I need more, I'll just ask for more. I'm not taking a shower here at all. I'm waiting till I get home. I don't have any shower shoes. I forgot about those, so that can wait. And then they gave me their little Perry bottle. Y'all already know what this is. Or if you don't know what this is the spray to help numb your vaginal area when you're changing your pads or when you're peeing or pooping, especially if you have any tears. And then these are the witch hazel pads that go inside of the your panties or your pads. I also asked for a belly binder, and then even though I have my own, I still wanted one of theirs. So here it is here. I might put it on tomorrow. I'm gonna let my belly rest for right now. I don't want to do too much too soon, so I'm putting that on tomorrow or starting tomorrow. All right, y'all, cheers to another day. Thank God. This was breakfast. I think this is some coffee, apple juice, cereal. Got some coffee creamer right here with some butter, jelly, toast, bacon, eggs. And as y'all can see, I already started eating. And my husband also went to the grocery store and got me some mixed fruit. And say, hey, babe.
What's up?
All right, so I took a little bird bath. I didn't take a shower because the water here is lukewarm and I need it to be hot. No matter how long I run the shower water for, it's still lukewarm. So I took a bird bath, put my clothes on, and again, we should be discharged today. They're doing the baby's 24-hour test and then the hearing test along with that. So we're just waiting for those results to come back. I was asleep, so I'm just gonna freshen up real quick, brush my teeth, wash my face again, and then just chill for the most part. I didn't put the binder on, neither binder that I brought, because I just feel like it's just too much cramping right now. And I'm gonna wait till I get home, like in the comforts of my own home, and be doing all that. I feel so bloated in the face. I honestly didn't even use half the stuff that I brought from home. I didn't wear any pajamas because I didn't want my pads and stuff to soak and seep through. After, you know, moving around at night, laying down in these hospital beds, I didn't use, well, I used my nightlight, my peri-peri bottle, but it was a lot that I didn't really need immediately because the hospital provides you with a lot of stuff. I don't know why the camera is doing all of that, but the hospital provides you with a ton of stuff anyways. So whatever I didn't use, it's gonna of course go back home and I'll use it at home. I noticed that my skin is a bit drier on my cheeks. Of course, hormonal changes and things. So I brought my, what is this? CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. I only got the night cream, I don't have the day cream. I forgot the other one, so I'm just gonna put this on just to give my skin a little bit of moisture and to prevent further scarring and breakouts. All of the baby's paperwork is filled out. We are just waiting for him to get back from his test. I'm gonna get him dressed, and then they're gonna schedule our follow-up appointments, and then we'll be good to go home, which I'm really excited for. I know Nichols is going crazy. We left her a lot of food, but she has separation anxiety real bad. And I know she's probably wondering, like, where the hell is everybody? The house is empty. No one's here. So I gotta get back to my other daughter. I'm on my right here, but sorry, I'm a little cold, baby. No. Okay, look at him, babe.
Look at you, Zara. My boy.
Look at baby in his outfits. Say hey. Don't be frowning now, okay? I didn't show y'all like the recovery room either. It's pretty small, but here's our stuff. We're packing up to leave now. It's like a little pull-out bed, window, baby area, and then the bed for me and like the little lunch tray and the breast pump. It's not too big, you know, it's pretty small, but this is what they had to offer.
Finish it,
Yeah, I'm gonna put them other two bags in there now. All right, so we're gonna get discharged, y'all. Just went and get our discharge papers. We're so excited to leave because we need to be in the comforts of our own home, okay? Comfy bed, comfy couch, warm house, hot water. So we're just waiting to get discharged now, and I'll check back in with y'all once we make it home.
So cute.
Ain't it? And here's Mr. Mans with his coat on. Say yes, mommy. I'm trying to put his little hands. His hand is right here, and his part of the coat is just so big. But his hands are like shriveled up like little chicken wings, and he don't want to extend them. All right, we're about to head home. Oh, the titties is dangling. Okay. Hey y'all. So it is the next day after discharge, and we had to get us some rest last night. Those hospital beds, it just wasn't doing it. I already be having back problems, and those hospital beds were just not comfortable. Just to stay there another night, absolutely not. So we stayed there overnight, one night after he had came, and then we were able to be discharged yesterday, and we were able to relax last night, like fully relax in our comfortable bed, okay, after a nice hot shower, because the water at the hospital was lukewarm. I needed to be not scorching, but damn near scorching, so I can clean myself properly. Nonetheless, though, I wanted to tell y'all about my induction story, or my induction process. So we went in on Thursday at 1 o'clock to be induced. Again, Thursday, it was scheduled for 8 in the morning. They had to push me back till about, 1 o'clock, because they said they were backed up. I called before we had went in at 1 o'clock, and they said we were good. So we went in. They didn't start any medicine until 4 p.m. We were just discussing different methods, what we should start with. So they started with the vaginal insert. I forgot the name, but it starts with a C and a Y. I'll put the name on the screen. And it lasted for 12 hours. So I kept that inside for 12 hours. I didn't feel any contractions until about 2 to 3 a.m. the next morning. So from 4 p.m. on the 10th, I didn't start feeling any contractions until about 11, between 11 and 2, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. on the 11th, 10-11. Medicine had to come out at 4 o'clock in the morning the next day on the 11th. So they took the medicine out, and I was dilated quite some centimeters, but I don't remember how many centimeters I was dilated. I then requested the epidural because the contractions were getting more and more intense. And you know, once your contractions start getting more and more intense, that means it's almost time to deliver the baby. I requested for the epidural right before I ended up giving birth to him. So he came at 11:06 a.m. I didn't get that epidural until about 10:30 or maybe 10 o'clock. And then while I was pushing, I didn't feel anything because I had the epidural. I was basically out of it. So that's honestly, it was really, his arrival, I would say, was really quick. Inducing the labor was what took the longest, in my opinion, because you're asking your body to do something that it's not prepared to do. So I wouldn't recommend, in my personal opinion, I don't like waiting. Because that waiting period just worried me. Like, I'm wondering if I'm going to be there for days, you know, because they say being induced can take between 1 to 3 days. And I'm like, what if I'm going to be here until Sunday and he's not here yet? And it was just like all the worries in my head. I didn't like that feeling. We're not having any more kids, but I do not like the induction process. Like that waiting and then that worrying of when he's going to come. I didn't like that feeling. So I would have rather preferred to just let him sit and chill until he was ready and my body was ready to just naturally push him out when it was time to do so. Luckily though, I only needed one induction method, which was that first vaginal insert. After that, my body was already dilated and doing what it needed to do naturally. Once I got that epidural, it felt lovely. I didn't feel anything from the waist down. I was able to go to sleep. I wasn't able to sleep even, y'all, from overnight. From like 12 to 3, I only slept for an hour in the morning time on the 11th. I didn't sleep at all after that. I was up working my way through contractions, breathing through the contractions. Like, I didn't get any rest. But once I got the epidural, I was ready to rest. And they also gave me a pain medicine through my IV. I don't know what the name is. I forgot about it, but I'm gonna look it up. And it did not feel good. And I'm like, I would never in my life, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna get it again, but I'm just like, this, like, no way. this IV medicine made me feel like this, I was just so completely out of it. I would have just preferred the epidural from the very beginning instead of getting the IV meds. I'm just like, you know, I mean, it's an IV med. Maybe it'll just be real quick. It'll take some pain away. I don't need that much, but absolutely not. I feel like I was high. I didn't know what was going on. I was like out of my mind. I was weak. It didn't feel good. So after the IV med, I really wanted the epidural so I could just relax, because I was just exhausted. I didn't have any energy after that, because me staying up overnight, working through the contractions, and me going through what I had went through with the IV med just made my body completely weak. So I just wanted to relax and got the epidural. I'm very happy that he is here. He came out in a couple pushes. I don't know how many, but it wasn't like an hour or too long. I probably pushed for like 6 minutes maybe at most. And I didn't have any tears either. Not like a level 1 or level 2 tear, just like a little rip that just needed a couple stitches, but not like a full blown tear. So I am grateful for that as well. And here's little baby man's right here sleeping. So I have been putting him on breast and bottle for now. The bottles that we got from the hospital, the Enfamil. Only because I don't want to switch any powders or nothing. He's gonna be fully breastfed once my milk starts flowing in. Now again, it is day 2 since he's born, so I anticipate my milk coming in maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But usually it takes about 3 days for my milk to come in, and I'm able to pump more, give him what he needs, because I love when you give them the breast milk, they're really full, they're plumped up, and they don't have much waste because their body's absorbing all the nutrients from the breast milk. So I'm just ready for, you know, the breast milk to come in so I can do what I need to do. I also have the abdominal binder on, and I don't look too pregnant like how I was carrying him. Oh, and he also was 8 pounds, y'all. This baby is big, okay? He came out 8 pounds on the diet. And he's long too, but he's resting right now, getting his good rest in. He got a mug on him too. Like, he be like, what are you looking at me like that for, sir? Like, I know you're new here, but damn. I'm gonna show y'all how my belly is looking with the abdominal binder on. I just waited a couple of days to put it on because it was just way too intense that first day after, because, you know, the cramping, the back pain, everything is just too much. And then to try and put the binder on top of that while everything is already moving around, I just waited, want to give my body some time to, you know, get up to speed a little bit before I just started squishing organs and stomachs back in place with the abdominal binder. So it's on right now, and I'm gonna show y'all in just a few what it looks like. So this is the abdominal binder that I got from the hospital. I like this one more than my black one because my black one is harder. And right now, with all of the healing and everything and how I'm feeling, I don't want anything hard on my stomach. This one is really flexible all around. It barely rolls up, which is really good. And I just like how it overall feels on my stomach. So it looks like this. It has this part right here for the tummy part, and then you wrap it all the way around, however tight you want it to be. And this is my stomach 2 days postpartum. I have some loose skin at the bottom here. Again, everything is still going in, but yeah, just like some loose skin at the bottom. And then, you know, it's still kind of big since I just delivered a couple of days ago. So yeah. I failed to mention that I did not drink the okra water. I actually forgot about it, and I was supposed to prepare it at least 24 hours prior to me drinking it. And the time spent in which I prepared it versus me going to the hospital was not 24 hours. I think that you also should start drinking it early, maybe around your 35th, 36th week. Just prepare your body for that full 40 weeks if you're not getting induced, of course. But I didn't get to drink it, so I can't give a review as to, you know, the taste and how it is. But I did hear that it has other benefits, but I didn't get to try it out. He still slipped out, and I didn't have any tears, so, you know, it just depends on your body. But this is going to be the ending of this video, you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming along this journey with me. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.